What's up guys, Seth here, back with another video on Marvel Contest of Champions, and today we are here with the big old summer sizzling sale. So there's a new sale that started in the game which is catering around Spider-Ham's Ascension and getting a 7-star Archangel, and I have decided to spend a bit of money today. Now I will preface this, I do spend in the game. I spend quite rarely now. I used to spend a lot more money, but now I've got mortgages and car loans and bills to pay and stuff like that. So it's quite rare that I spend now, but on big events like this, I'll spend a little bit because there is a bit of value in there. And if I'm gonna spend, these are kind of the times to do it. I'm only doing this though because I'm now in a position where I can spend. So if you are not in a position where you can spend, if you do not have the means to comfortably lose money basically on a mobile video game, then don't do it. Don't feel obliged to. And also on the other side of that, don't judge people if they do want to spend. If they've got a bit of extra money that they want to put into their mobile video game, into their hobby, then go right ahead. Now, when I spend, I've kind of got a couple of rules that I try to stick to. Number one is that I want kind of guaranteed value. I want this to impact my account progression. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. So far, I ended up buying 3 of the Odins. If you are going to spend, make sure you're doing all of your spending on the Summoner Market because you are going to get a lot more value there as well. So we'll just claim all of this stuff here. We got a 3 to 4 gem. This is what I'm kind of keen for as well, the Greater Empowered Nexus Crystal, because for towers, you'll all know how important Ascension is because you get so much more challenge rating, and this is going to be a really key thing for that. We have our 7-star Archangel, and here we are with the Odins. So you've got 1.5 tier 5 alphas, 60 of the empowered crystals and the units, and all of these units are going to be going into the build your own bundle deals as well. So we're going to go through that and see what we want to pick up from there. If you're not familiar with the Sizzling Summer Sale, you've basically got 4 tiers of bundles and you basically build them yourself. So you decide what you want to get in each bundle. The first bundle is 1,000 units, the second one is 2,000, third one is 4,000, and the last one is 6,000. So if you can do some quick maths, I have exactly the amount of units that I need to be able to pick up all the bundles. I might end up doing some more arena grinding in the next week and a bit as well to be able to hopefully pick up this bundle again for another 1,000 units, because the tier 7 basic is very, very key at the moment for rank ups. I think outside of this, that's probably what I'm going to go for. The tier 2 dust is kind of good because there's not a whole lot of income of that at the moment. The gold, you can get that from other means. The catalyst, you can get that from other means. And you're also getting a bunch of catalysts from towers and now from Ascension and Radiance as well. The tier 4 alpha is kind of nice as well. But again, I've got an abundance of that too. And it's a lot cheaper to pick up those with Radiance than it is to pick up this many shards of tier 7 basic. So I think we are going to get that. The tier 2 bundle, I don't think is that great. As I said, we are looking for kind of that guaranteed value. And I think for myself, as much as an awakening gem is valuable, I've got 3 generics already, and I don't have 3 champions that I'd want to use them on. So I think at the moment, I'm probably going to go instead for the relic shards, just because 7-star relics are very impactful. You're going to be able to get a lot of benefit out of them. And the 7-star ones, I don't have a whole lot of because there isn't a great influx of those shards at the moment as well. So I do think I'm going to go for that. I think if you don't have the 6-star relics, this is probably the best value. I've got all of the 6-star Battlecast relics, so otherwise I would pick it up. But I think this is going to be the more account changing thing to get if you don't already have them, just because I would say the 6-star Battlecast relics are probably better than the 7-star Statcast relics. But then for the next section of this bundle, I don't really know. I mean, you've got signature stones, they've always got pretty good value. You've got relic stones, you've got tier 6 class catalyst. I think we'll just go for the signature stones. They're just kind of guaranteed value. As much as I've got an abundance of Sig stones right now, it's always fine to have more. If there's a champion I want to take up to Sig 200, they take a lot of Sig stones, 200 if you could have guessed it. So it's definitely good to have an abundance of those anyway too. Now this tier 3 offer I know has been very popular for people who are able to just select champions that they don't already have. I've had a look to see what champions are in here, and I literally have all of the champions in the pool. So I'm not going to be picking up any of the champion selectors. What I'm going to be doing on the thought of having guaranteed value is going for the rank 3 to 4 gem. I mean, that's got the value of 3 tier 7 basics, a bunch of tier 4 alphas, a bunch of other catalysts. So I think that's probably the best choice for me here as well. For this one, I realistically think this is a bit of a tough one because 2 to 3, you need some tier 4 alphas for, you need your regular catalysts, but also 40 of each catalyst it is. So grants 1 tier 6 basic and 1 tier 3 alpha is a lot. Or the T6CC, but I've got a pretty big abundance of those from the Towers rewards as well. So I think that rules out that. I think it rules out the 2 to 3 because I think this probably holds better value because the tier 4 alphas are pretty easy to pick up from alternate options as well. The Empower Crystals I'm just not going to go for because they don't have any kind of guaranteed value. You could just get really unlucky. The Titan Shards I'm not going to go for. If you've been watching my channel, then you've seen my last Titan Crystal opening. I'm now scared of Titan Crystals because of how horrifically that went. So I'm going to be steering steering clear of that. And the 7-star Nexus crystals, whilst they're nice, I've already got a few of them and I've got most of the champions from the basic pool anyway. So I think for my account, this 40 catalysts each is probably going to be the best value. This last one is where it gets very interesting because already as the fixed item, you're getting a rank 5 gem crystal. We've got to go down to RNG on this crystal because this is going to basically select the class 4s. Again, similar with this one, the champion selector, I've got all of the champions from it, so I'm going to be avoiding that. There are the class Nexus crystals, which are kind of nice for if there's 1 or 2 champions I'm still chasing, I could go for it from there to kind of increase those collective points. The 400 signature stones is also really nice as well. And the empower crystals are whatever, you could also get terrible luck from them, but at least it's enough to get to the pity for the guaranteed ascension. And as much as I really want this crystal, because ascension is so key for towers, like it gives you such benefit, I just feel like I could just get unlucky. I could just end up getting a champion, which is not really great for the account. There's the tier 5 alpha. I've also already got 8 of them. This one's a little bit trickier. I think what I've got to do is go for the rank 5 materials. I think that makes the most sense. As much as I want more ascended champions and get champions up to Ascension 2, I think the smartest decision is to go for the rank 5 materials because they do have the guaranteed value and you've got more choice than you do opening crystals. So I think that's probably where I'm going to go for this one. And even if I choose to use these tier 7 basics on a rank 3 to 4 champion, you're still getting more value than you would from the 3 to 4 gem anyway. So I think that's what I'm going to choose. The bottom stuff down here is kind of similar to the top. A lot of it is RNG based and the awakening gems are cool, but as I said, I've got an abundance of awakening gems that I don't really use anyway. So I think that the rank up materials probably hold the best value for me. So let's go up to the top. Let's double check what we're going to be getting. So we're going to go for the tier 7 basic materials here. Then let's head down to tier 2. Oh, and it wiped out all of our choices. Perfect. And that is all of our units gone. We are down to 18 units. So we're in the pits right now, but it's okay. We have had a huge influx of rewards. Now let's just go back and let's open some of them up and see what we're going to get. Now, I think first of all, what we're going to do is claim this box key. So this box is an interesting one, I guess. It's the first appearance champion box. These are not for ascensions. They don't give your champions really any other benefits, but these are all the champions from the basic pool. So you will see that I have every single one of these champions already awakened as well. So there is not really anyone who I'm chasing from this. I guess you just want a cool champion to be first edition. It'd be a bit lame if I got a bad champion as first edition, but let's see. We'll draw that, and it is going to be Mantis. Ooh. I know Mantis is good. I don't care about a first appearance Mantis. If you haven't claimed this key as well, you can claim a free key from the Summoner Market for the first appearance box. As I said, it doesn't really do much for your account except for the cosmetic little rainbow glowy thing on the top. So if you care about that, go grab it. If not, it's not going to really benefit you that much if you're like me and have already got all the champions as well. So let's head in and head over to our crystals. So we've got, first of all, these Valiant crystals. Let's just pop these open, see what we get. You can get some Ascension crystals from this too, but we're not going to. But we are getting a new 6-star Ruby Thursday. That's not too bad, just for the base hero rating. We now have 8 of these Elder crystals. Now, these do actually have a 4% rate at dropping an Ascended champion as well, so I hopefully can get something decent from this. We're getting a Venom the Duck. That is not something decent. I mean, he's okay now with his relic, but nothing to write home about. And he's already up to Sig 120 now. Let's see what we're getting out of Crystal 2. I think we'll spin 3 and we'll pop the last 5 just to get these out of the way as well. Venom. I'm always happy to see a Venom. He's already Sig 200, but he looks cool as hell, so I'm happy for him to be popping up. I would love to see... Oh, he's not even Sig 200. He's Sig 80. I thought for some reason that I'd taken him up once I ranked forward him, but I guess I didn't. I would love to see Venom as an Ascended champion. He would be a killer. And now we're seeing some 7-star shards, 1,000 7-star shards, and let's just pop this and see what we're going to get. And we're picking up some more 7-star shards and a couple of 6 stars. I'm haunted by that Mbaku. In the interest of hunting some more Ascended champions, let's open up some of these crystals as well. So we've got 57,000 shards worth of these crystals, which is going to get us a total of 19 crystals. So let's just spin one and then we'll pop the rest. There isn't really anything out of this that I'm chasing, I don't think, unless I'm forgetting someone. I think just anything like Ascension related, because you can pull those Ascension crystals from this as well. So we're going to pick up a 5-star at the start. Let's see what we're going to get from popping. Open 10. And we are getting Diddly Squat. We're getting a 6-star J. Jonah Jameson, which is actually not too bad because he was the last 6-star out of the feature crystal that I needed to get. So now I can stop opening those feature crystals. And next pop, let's see what we're going to pick up from the last 8. And we are getting, again, diddly. Oh! Let's go. Nice. Greater empowered crystal from these. What was the rate on that? It's like 1% or something? Yeah, 1%. Hell yeah. Okay. It's looking up. It's looking up. I need a lucky crystal opening because it has been dire recently. I don't think there's anything from the shard crystal section that I'm going to be opening up. Actually, let's open up 2 of these just to see what we get. We got 2 of the Tooth and Claw 7-star crystals. I don't know what I'm looking for out of these ones as well. I can't remember exactly who's in here. Dracula is not who we're looking from in here. I don't think we're looking for Dracula in any crystal ever. The next one we're going to be picking up as the last one of these crystals is going to be a Magneto X. White Magneto. Everyone calls it White Magneto. Magneto House of X. All right, cool. Well, that is some collective points, I guess. That's fine. Now, let's head down and see what else we've got to open. So, the main things we're going to be focusing on in this episode is Ascension crystals. So we've got a greater empowered Nexus crystal and we've got 2 of the regular greater empowered crystals. And then we also have our rank 4 to 5 gem crystal as well. Let's leave that to the end because that is the big dog. Now, who do I really want to see? At the moment, I've got some tokens already for some champions that I would like to take up to Ascension 2. I think Adam Warlock would be a good candidate for Ascension 2. Lady Deathstrike. Other than that, just new Ascended champions. I may end up forgetting which champions I've got Ascended, but I've been playing with them a lot in towers recently, so hopefully I should be able to remember. But let's just see. All we're going to do in these crystals is pop them because we have so many of them. Booty cheeks in the first one. That's okay. Absolutely nothing in that stack. 10,000 shards worth of stuff. Let's open up the next 10. Also terrible again. All 6 stars in that chunk. Let's just go back actually and see how far away we are from Pity. So 21 crystals. So we'll pop 2 stacks of 10 and then we'll spin one out and see who we're going to get from that Ascension. I don't know who the best champion to get from that would be. I probably think either Storm Pyramid X would be great to see from Ascension or Penny Parker. I think Penny, if I can get her Ascended, would be able to carry a fair way in towers as well, because she has got some pretty decent bursty damage too. So she is probably who I would like to see most. I think, unless I'm forgetting someone, she's probably the best option right now. Tech champions, I really just don't have many of them Ascended. So I think any tech champion Ascension would be great. Infamous Iron Man would also be awesome as well. I would love to see him Ascended because he's already at rank 4. And let's see who we're going to get. It is going to be Gore. He's already Ascended, but I guess that's another token. So if I was to get him again, he could be Ascension 2. Gore is definitely a champion who I would love to have at Ascension 2. It's kind of just a bit of a bittersweet because I don't get any immediate rewards from that because Ascension 2 you need the 2 tokens for. I've got to wait until I get Gore again. So that's okay, I would say. And now we've reset the pity, so we're going to be 120 crystals away. That's not a second Gore, is it? That is a second Gore. No. I gotta go check my tokens. There's no way we just pulled 2 Gores and immediately after resetting the pity. 1 token. 1 token. Did I imagine that I had Gore Ascended and I didn't? Either it was a visual bug that I had Gore Ascended or it was just bad memory that I didn't have him Ascended. No, I definitely had him Ascended. So we've just completely had a visual bug there. That's unfortunate. That got me really, really hyped. Okay, well, that's a bit of a downer. Maybe we got a regular Gore and it just stacked up with the Ascended version. I got no idea what happened there, but we did not get 2 Gore tokens. So, oh well, got my hopes and dreams up for nothing. Let's see, yeah, because we didn't get it because the pity also has not reset. It's 110 crystals until the next pity champion. What the hell, Kabam? Getting me hyped up for no reason. Let's just keep opening. We've still got 216 of these crystals left. We want to kind of get another Ascended champion before the pity gets too far in as well, because we want to try to get a champion right now to then be able to get back to the pity again to be able to confirm 3 Ascended champions. My luck hasn't been great out of these crystals. We've already gotten some visual bugs to try to hype me up. We're getting a few 7-star champions out of this. Nothing crazy yet. We are getting some more of these box shards, I guess, but I've kind of mentally checked out of that right now because it's the same kind of thing where we're halfway to the Ascension level 2. So it's kind of hard to commit to opening so many crystals and collecting all those shards just for literally no benefit right now. That's the one thing about Ascension that's kind of tough, is you don't really have that immediate assistance in your account if you do get like 1.5 Ascension level. And we're not getting anything out of these crystals still. We have gotten almost all 6 stars with a couple of 7 stars sprinkled in, but nothing too beneficial to the account yet. Let's see, more 6 stars. I guess we are getting a lot of 7-star shards out of this. We are up to 57,000. So we're up to 768,000 shards. I'm trying to get to 1 million for an opening. So this is helping for that. This is getting us a bit further in that too. I don't think we're too far away again from the pity on this one too. Let's hop back out again just to see how far away we are. So the next 20 crystals. So 2 more pops of 10, and we are going to see a new Ascended champion as well. Hey, if I can get Gore a second time, for real, that wouldn't be too bad. Or any new Ascended champion is going to be a great help in towers as well, because an Ascended champion at rank 3 is better than a rank 4 unascended version of that champion in towers. So Ascension is a big, big deal to be able to save on your rank up resources. And we're going to be picking up a Storm Pyramid X. Nice. That is literally one of the 2 champions I mentioned. I'm happy with that. This is going well. And this is all just the RNG ones out of these crystals. I think this is going pretty solid so far because we've still got the greater empowered crystals coming up and then the Nexus empowered crystal. And that one gains 2 tokens. So if there's a champion that I really, really like who is already Ascension 1, I can use the Nexus crystal to get enough tokens to take them to Ascension 2, which would be very, very good. Again, in towers, it ramps up a lot. I mean, an Ascended 2 champion has 30 more challenge rating than an unascended champion, which is huge. It's like comparing a rank 1 champion to a rank 4 champion is the amount of benefit you actually get from the Ascension 2. So it's a big, big bump up. And towers, if you haven't noticed by me talking through this video, towers has been my main focus. So anything Ascension related is great for towers, and that is great for the account. So we are not quite there on the pity. So we've got to get lucky in these last 76. Hopefully we can. Hopefully we can get another Ascended champion. That would be great to see. We're getting a Elsa Bloodstone. We don't have many of these crystals left, so I would love to see one more Ascended champion before this closes out. All 6 stars in that pop. We are getting close to the end. 7-star Gallon, kind of cool for the SIGs on him, I guess, but again, nothing Ascended. We got almost all champions out of that one. That's pretty rare to see. Normally you get a fair few 7-star shards. We got a Max Sig Spider-Woman and we got Iron Man Infinity War as well. I think we're coming up to our final pops now as well. So hopefully, please, another Ascended champion. Another Iron Man Infinity War, sure. And here we are down to our final 6. Please. No, we get a horrific 7-star champion, Invisible Woman. That's okay. We got a bunch of stuff from that. We got an Ascension we were chasing. We got half an Ascension we were chasing. And we also got a ton of 7-star shards, which brings us up to nearly 900k 7-star shards. So that is huge. Leave a like and a comment if you want to see that 7-star opening, because that is going to be a big one. But now we have the big deal crystals. We have got 2 of the greater empowered crystals, and this is going to guarantee an Ascended champion with 1 token, and then this crystal guarantees you an Ascended champion but with 2 tokens, if I am not mistaken. It doesn't say anything in here about giving 2 tokens, so it makes me a little bit nervous, but let's just see. Let's see what we're going to get from these RNG ones. First of all, please, anything new. Penny Parker would be great. Iron Man Infamous would be awesome as well. And we're going to be getting Sam Wilson. This is a new Ascension, and I guess it's okay. I think he's got some decent potential for bursty damage for towers as well. So he might be worth an investment up to at least like rank 3 and play around with him and see what he can do. I know that outside of that, he's not a very good champion though, so I'm not going to fully commit to him yet. But hey, a new Ascension is all I was chasing. That's a new Ascension. I'm happy with that. And it's a tech one, which is what I was talking about too. And this next one is going to be Kindred. Okay. Kindred is, I think at the moment, Ascended already, but he is now going to be at... Ooh, I might actually already have another Kindred token. It is not. It is not. It is another 1.5. Anywho, the Greater Empowered Nexus Crystal. This is the big dog. This is where we're going to be able to choose an Ascended champion. Iron Man Infamous or Penny Parker. Please, please. They would be great to see. Either of those or another good tech champion that I'm forgetting. And it's going to be Vision Arcus. This is tough because Vision Arcus is a champion that I do not have right now. I don't know what to go for. Here's my thinking. New champion is great, but Mojo is also great, and he would be awesome to have Ascended. However, Mojo, I already have at rank 4. He's going to be able to carry a fair bit unascended, whereas Vision is a worse champion who would benefit more from the Ascension than Mojo would, and he's also new. I think I have to go for him. I think that's the smartest choice. As much as I love Mojo and as much as he would be great to have ascended as well, I think Vision has got to be the correct choice. Even though he's kind of arse, going to be okay ascended. So that's okay. A new champion who is also ascended now, Vision Ascension level 1, is going to be cool to add to the account as well. I'm happy with that. The last thing we've got to do is the big dog crystal. Actually, you know what? As a bit of a warm up, let's just quickly open these ones and see if we get anything from the Valiant crystals too. This one, I don't think we're chasing anything specific out of these ones. We're getting almost all 5 stars out of that pop. That was horrific. Let's open up these ones, see what we're going to get from here. Almost all 5 stars again, a couple of 6 stars. Again, horrific. The last 5, I'm going to be picking up all 5 stars. Okay, that's all right. We got the bad luck out of the way. This last crystal is the rank 5 gem. The rank 5 gem, to be completely honest, I don't think I care what I get from this crystal. I have options in every class that I could get from this. I've got a rank 5 champion of every class already, apart from Mutant right now. So Mutant would be kind of cool because I am going to take up a Mutant. I just haven't decided who yet. But I think out of this, I really don't mind. Mutant probably is slightly above the rest, but I've got great options that I want to take up to rank 5 in all of the classes. So I'm not chasing anything specific out of this, I don't think. Let's just see what we're going to get, and this will kind of decide our next rank 5, I guess. And we've got an abundance of other catalysts to take up other champions anyway too. And it's going to be Mystic. Mystic, there's definitely a lot of good options in Mystic. Let's have a look as a bit of a reminder. Right now, we've got Rintra at rank 5. We've also got Ascension 2 White Tiger. She would rip it up. But I think also rank 4 Ascension 2 is probably very substantial for her damage anyway, so maybe that's not too bad. We've also got Nico, who would be great to see. Sim Supreme would be awesome at rank 5. There's a lot of good options, so I think we will save that for another video, figuring out the rank ups. I'm going to do a huge rank up video in the next probably week, I would say. I'll get that done. I've got a lot of uni work to do, so I'm going to be a bit busy at the moment, so videos might become a little bit more spread out, but I've got a lot of stuff to be able to rank up in the game. I've got, as you can see, like 140 tier 6 base. Same in the tier 3 alpha. Now I have 11 tier 5 alphas. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with those for the rank 5s as well. I've got all of these rank up gems to use. It's going to be a massive video, so keep an eye out for that. But other than that, guys, that's going to do it. That's all I've got to go over today. Just opening up all the crystals, seeing what I got. I'll be back soon, as I said, for some more rank up videos. Might be back with some more crystal openings now that I'm getting very, very close as well to the 1,000,000 shards in the 7-star crystals as well. So if you want to check that out, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that video when it comes out too. But that's going to do it, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.